And Senator Zorlin.
Here.
Thank you. So all in favor of approving last week's minutes, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, last week's minutes have been approved. Do we have anyone for open forum? No? All right. For speakers podium, we have Mike Marlowe. Do you know if he's joining us? Okay, that's fine. Joshua.
As a reminder, if you are a new senator, you are not able to vote or open discussion or have discussion with you are sworn in. So I just want to make sure that the state is roll call and the approval is.
Do you know if Mike's coming? Okay, he's not here. That's fine. All right, so the next speaker's podium is going to be Radha Nabar and I. I am solely speaking as a student, so for the next few minutes, I'm going to make Vice President Templeman as the presiding chair. All right, so I guess we're just gonna give the same exact speech as we've given all the other organizations. So hi, my name is Divya Srinivasan. I am the president of Student Government Association, and I am a senior kinesiology major and a bio minor.
My name is Radha Nabar. I'm the president of the National Society of Leadership and Success, and I'm a senior finance and economics major.
Okay, so the reason why we're here to present is because we would like to bring campus community together. I'm sure as students you guys have noticed that we're kind of lacking in campus community. It's getting better, but we're working on it. So with that being said, we came together and we thought of a bunch of ideas, and an event that A&M does each year is called the Big Event. And what they do is they get together sometime in the spring. It's a day's worth of activities where they get together, students, faculty, and staff, and they all go out and they volunteer at nonprofit, organizations. So here would be East Texas Food Bank, Salvation Army, and then come back the second half of the day and they would have a university held rally. And this rally would have food, interaction with students, music. So that's what the big event is.
And so the purpose of it, I'll kind of read their mission statement and elaborate on why we're doing this. So the purpose of the big event, it promotes campus and community unity as students come together for one day to express their gratitude for the support from the surrounding community. And so we're really trying to bring that sense together. We understand, like, in SGA, you guys bond a lot with one another, but we want you to bond with people of organizations that you don't usually interact with, and like people of different majors and stuff like that. And so we really want to bring that sense of campus community because our university is growing. It just grew by 12% last year, and so our campus community should be growing as well. And then another reason is just to give back to the people of Tyler. They've supported us during just the homecoming week that's passed. They've helped us donate to our events, so we just kind of want this to be a way that we can give back to them.
All right, so what can you guys do to help us out? Well, to start off, this is in foundational right now what's going on. So we don't have that much of everything put together, but what we would like from you guys is to have community executive chairs. So how this would work is we have applications out that we will pass out later on, but you guys would fill out the applications, and if you're interested, you'd come to us and we'd interview you. If you get the chair, then we'd have committee members underneath you guys. So that's kind of how we like this to run structurally. We also need volunteers for the day, and on top of that, we might need possible funding depending if we get sponsorships and donations and
stuff like that. Yeah, and so the interviewing that we have isn't really an interview, but it's mainly we're really passionate about this and we really want to see this happen. So we just want to make sure the executive chairs are on that mission, see that vision as well. But yeah, we do have applications. If you're interested, you can come at the end of General Assembly to pick some up. So how does it benefit you? Obviously, community service hours, that's kind of the big one, and helping your communities is something that you should be doing already. It's a resume booster, since this is a large event at other universities, and it will be at our university. And you guys are helping us start it off, so that would be a very big resume booster. And so when you're interviewing people or you're being interviewed, you can be like, yeah, I helped start this at my university. Organization recognition, if you're part of a small organization, this will help you get your name out there. If you're part of a bigger organization, it'll keep your standing pretty well. And then it's an opportunity to interact with others of UT Tyler and people of the community at Tyler as well, in Tyler.
So with this being said, we'd love if you guys could help us out in any way possible, be a committee chair, be an executive chair, any help at all would be great to make this, actually happen. So do you guys have any questions? We love questions.
Yeah.
Yes.
This would be implemented in the spring.
We are hoping to get this done by Patriot Days during that week, and hopefully that Saturday it would end off that week with this.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But we really need the student involvement to be big for it to be a big event. So, well, the big event is. Any other questions?
Yeah.
So would we already be starting to work on this semester?
Yeah, we're really hoping to get we want this process to get it started as soon as possible because a lot of other committee, a lot of the big events start in the summertime, so we have a short amount of time to do a lot of work. So I think within the next 2 or 3 weeks we'll be starting the process of everything.
Okay, cool. So the elected members will already be.
Yes. Hopefully by in the next week and a half. Any other questions? If not, you know our contact information, you know where to find us, but hope you guys take part in this activity. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, you do. All right, with that being said, I have now taken back my chair position. All right. So congratulations to all the incoming senators. You guys aren't senators yet, so again, like Joshua said, you cannot vote. You can express any of your opinions. As you guys see, there's an orange folder in front of you guys. This orange folder is extremely important, so please read it. Secretary Martin will be going through it in a few minutes. Other than that, yesterday I had a meeting with the Communications Task Force on campus with the faculty. So this task force is there to bridge the gap between faculty, senate, and administration, because clearly we're not having the great communication going on with faculty. So hopefully we'll find a way soon to bridge that gap. Other than that, I do not have anything else. So did anyone have any questions? No? Okay, Vice President Supplement.
All right, first thing that I want to do is we started this last year, I believe. We started looking at who we wanted to name as a Senator of the Month. This is just somebody who's really been active and taken a lot of leadership positions and helped out a lot. And so the executive board votes on this, and we will do this monthly from now on. So everyone say congratulations to Earl, as he is our first Senator of the Month. I really appreciate him taking a lot of strides in his committee. I've spent a lot of time planning for retreat this Saturday. You'll notice there's a schedule and learning objectives that's attached to your agendas. I decided to go ahead and give y'all these so that y'all guys can kind of see the plan for the day and just kind of go ahead and get ready for some of the topics that we might cover. Lunches from McAllister's, most of y'all sent in y'all's orders to me, and those are taken care of. Everybody else, I split it half and half between ham and turkey so that there would be stuff there. Let's see. Being that we have Faculty Senate on this Friday, my committee for student life, we will not meet this week so that I can attend that. And since retreat is the next day, I think we're just going to cover that. So that's all I have.
Okay. Any questions for Vice President Templeman? Okay. I'm sorry, Senator Rogers.
The dress code divorce.
Oh, sorry. There is no dress code for retreat on Saturday. Y'all just come and show up. We will probably meet in Admin 127, considering I have not heard any confirmation from the pharmacy school about whether or not we can use one of their classrooms. If that changes, I will get in contact with all of y'all.
Any other questions? Okay, Secretary Martin.
Hi guys, I can go with you, go through the folders with y'all. Those of you who have one in front of you. Okay, so if you open it, there's the president's letter, which I'll let you read. That's from Divya. And the other side of it, there's 2 or 3 forms in there that you need to sign. One of them is the head of constituency form, which it says at the bottom is due December 7th. So don't turn that into me at the end of the meeting, please. But the other one is the verification form, which is just you allowing us to put your information, your email, your phone number, your name, everything on like that on our website or in news articles, anything like that. So we have permission to share that information with. And if you don't, that's okay too. You can put that on there as well or let us know. But yeah, so the verification form is just you letting us use your information on like our website. And then, so don't turn the head of constituency form in. And the other form, you can turn all the other forms into parliamentarian sealing. Don't turn them into me. Okay, and then the absence policy in there. Our absence policy, I mean, you can read through it, but just kind of give you like a gist. Please come on time. We do have a strict roll call at 5:15. And if you're not here, I have to count you tardy. If you get a tardy, it counts the same as an absence. So just be aware of that and please try to be on time. As for if you have class, if you have work, whatever you have, if you're gonna be late or you're missing for a certain reason, we have, I put one in your folder for an example. It's just an absence form, but it's also on the website. Just fill it out. You can either email it to me or give it to me in person. My office information, everything's on our website. But just please be aware that that's a 48-hour notice. So please give that to me 48 hours prior to you missing whatever event it is. And we'll let you know what is mandatory and what's not. So if it's our GA meeting, please let me know by Monday, not Wednesday morning. And just try to be detailed if you can. If it's work, send me your work schedule attached in an email or whatever it is, just to make our job easier, just to know that you really are trying to be here. And that makes my life a lot easier. So really try to be proactive. If you can't be here, if it's an emergency, we understand, just let me know. If you're not gonna be here, just let me know. And and then also, you're a new senator, so you get a t-shirt. You wear it, we'll let you know at some of our events, you wear a t-shirt too. So just come up here at the end of the meeting and you can write your name down, sign it, and tell me your size, and I'll give you a shirt. So do y'all have any questions for me? That was a lot of information. Okay, that's all.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. So any questions for her? No? Okay, Treasurer Nabar.
This week I've just been working on getting SGA request process, but again, a reminder, if you guys are part of a different organization or an additional organization, make sure you let them know that these funds are available. We do our best to try to accommodate and help out as many student orgs as we can each semester, and so I'd like to see a lot more requests coming through, but that's all I have.
Any questions for Treasurer Nabar? No? Okay, Parliamentarian Sealy.
Hi guys, I hope everyone's having a great week. First, I want to start with the head of constituency forms for old senators. Not that y'all are old, but you know what I mean. Those are due next week. For newly elected senators. The date is December 7th. That's the last meeting of the semester. For new senators, sorry, old senators, you've heard this like 4 times. New senators, that is an opportunity for you to meet with the head of your college or the director of your housing facility. And sort of figure out what's going on in your college and how you can connect with your constituents, what you can improve on in this campus. I also, because you do have a dress code reform thing, recognition, that do just want to say the main thing about the dress code is that it's business casual. There are no jeans, there are no t-shirts, there are no tennis shoes. Ladies wear blouses, men wear collared shirts, sorry. And that is just the main idea of that, so that you can sign it and give it back to me. And that's all. I'm really excited about the rest of the semester.
Thank you. Any questions for Parliamentarian Sealy? Yes, Treasurer Moore.
I more like have a comment, just like before you sign the stuff, make sure you read it. I think it was like the first day what we had some senators turn in stuff, and I'm pretty sure they hadn't read everything that was on there. And so make sure you know what you're signing and you've read like the absence policy, the dress code policy, and then sign the forms and turn them in.
Thank you. Any other questions? No? All right, student voice reports. For all the incoming senators, student voice reports is a section on our agenda to where we have, if a particular college, we give particular colleges chances to voice their opinions and their concerns about that college. So each week we have 3 speaking. At the back of your agendas, there are the days in which other colleges are going to be speaking, so please keep that in mind for further meetings. With that being said, College of Arts and Sciences, yes. Any concerns?
Only concerns are the typical boilerplate, food, parking, Wi-Fi complaints. And additionally, a lot of other schools this time of year are getting fall breaks or reading weeks and things like that. And so people at friends at other schools are complaining that they don't have that. That pretty much covers everything from arts and sciences.
Thank you. Any other concerns? No? Okay. The Palestine campus. What do you want on for that? Nope. Okay. And then Patriot Village.
Oh, really? I haven't heard anything really new.
No? Okay. Thank you. And then we have committee reports. Student life.
I'm gonna actually ask all of the chairs to announce what times y'all guys meet, so that all of the new people who get sworn in today, y'all will come to me at the end of the meeting, and we'll set you up with one of the committees that you actually can go to, time availability wise. Felt like that was the easiest way to get things done instead of sending y'all to one and then it meets sometime that you have class or something or another like that. So I'm the chairman for student life. We meet Fridays at 2:30. Our committee is basically set up to where we help plan all of the events that SGA hosts. For instance, like midnight breakfast, retreat. Those are 2 of the events so far that we've worked on a lot. There will be some more that we start looking into later, but that's what my committee does. We just basically worked on retreat this week.
Communications committee.
We meet Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. And my committee is, we do stuff, we do flyers, advertisement, anything to get the word out on any events that we're having, or just to encourage people to understand and know more about SGA. So next week I'm trying to work on getting, can't think of the word, not flyers, but anyway, next week we're gonna try to work on, can't think of the word, sorry. Yeah, sure. So try to get something like that, just for generalized information of SGA, we can spread the word about it. But yeah, that's basically what my committee does. We didn't meet this week.
Thank you. SJC.
Before I let Senator Rivera talk about what we did this week, our SGAC, basically we allocate money to different student orgs. In our budget, we have a line set out just for that, and so each week we'll meet with different student organizations, review their request, and allocate them up to $500 per semester. We meet Wednesdays at 1 p.m. in Student Life Leadership.
Okay. So this week we approved our funds for 2 different clubs. Social Science Club, their request was $500, which is their limit for the semester, so they will not be able to request from us again for this semester. And then the next organization is the Tri Beta Biological Honor Society, and we approved their fund for $430. And so those were the 2 that we approved this week.
Okay, thank you. Rules Committee.
Rules Committee meets Tuesdays at 12:30. We sort of run elections, which are over now. We'll do that again in the spring. And we also revise and edit the Constitution and the bylaws for the SGA. And Senator Guy?
We did not meet this week, but pretty much we've covered Articles 1 and 2 of the bylaws. We just made amends to that. A lot of it's just grammar.
Thank you. Student Affairs.
Hello, I'm Senator Rogers. I'm the chair of the Student Affairs Committee. What we do is if a survey needs to be put together, if a resolution needs to be put together, that's what my committee does. We put those together for you guys and for the executive board. We did not meet this week. And then I will discuss the survey in old business. Tuesday at 2 p.m. at Student Life is when we meet.
Thank you. And then residential life?
Hi, I'm Earl Allen. I'm the head of the Residential Life Committee, and we meet Mondays at 11:30. Right now, it's just on the 3rd floor of the UC. I haven't been able to reserve a room for it yet. Basically, what we do is we talk about issues that are going on for people living on campus housing, and we talk about how to deal with those. Right now, we don't have a good way of getting a lot of info coming in, so we've created a Gmail account and we've created a Facebook page so that people can send us what's wrong or what's right with housing, and we can take that to other people if we need to. And so that's what we're working on right now.
Thank you. Now for old business, can I entertain a motion for Sodexo survey or discussion?
Motion to discuss the Sodexo survey.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of discussing the Sodexo survey, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, the floor is now open for discussion. Again, please remember, if you're an incoming senator, do not vote or don't raise your hand for anything.
All right. So because we didn't meet, I still made the changes myself. I really want to get this done. I think this is important that we get this done. Again, I'm going to run by.
Control P for Control Plus.
Okay. So I'm just going to run down. I'm just going to do the survey for you and explain it once again if you weren't here last week. The first thing that you'll come up to, of course, is your classification and whether you live on or off campus. I'm going to take the survey personally to show you what's going on. Again, to shorten the survey itself, we only if you pick just the subway that you only use, that's the only question you're going to be asked is about the subway. But if you answer all of these, that you use all of these different services from Sodexo, that means you are going to have a very long survey. You're going to have to answer every question. So I'm going to just pick these three. Okay, so because I picked those three, it'll go to Holy Habaneros. I'll just pick if it was bad, okay, good, or great. That's just the food. And then the service, also the same. What do you think of the prices at Holy Habaneros? Too low is that it's near free, or way too expensive is number 10. So just pick a number between 1 and 10, and then a comment section. This is going to be like this for Subway, Chick-fil-A, and the other services. Again, this is Blends and Brews in the University Center. It's going to be the same questions. It's just different names. Again, rate the prices, and then you ask about comment sections. Each one. The swoop and go. Same thing, but on this one, which products would you like to see offered at Swoop and Go? As a former military, there's an energy drink called Rippets. They had it last year. They no longer have it. It's cheaper than Red Bull, and so I'm going to put that in there when I take the survey myself. Everybody will come to this page. It's the second to the last page. Do you believe that students not eating at the Met should be allowed to sit with those who are? Yes, no, or not applicable. Then you're going to rate the wait time for each of the following, everywhere, the Met, Subway, Chick-fil-A. And you're going to add, we asked, would the to-go boxes be made available for all of the students, faculty, and staff? Yes, no, not applicable. Would you like to see breakfast served at Chick-fil-A? Yes, no. Then how would you rate the overall performance of Sodexo, which is basically our food service guys? Bad, okay, good, additional comments, and that ends the survey. Are there any questions? Any complaints?
I think it was great.
Senator Zerlin?
Christmas morning for this EEB. I know last year we had Alan Ariani from Airmark. Do we have anybody like, I would imagine Massey's going to try with it, but have we worked with this individual yet?
Vice President Templeman?
I've had the most contact with Sodexo so far out of the EV, mostly because I had to work with them for some of the catering stuff for midnight breakfast. We do know they've gotten a new manager since the beginning of school. So there's a new person that's come in. I've met with her, but I cannot remember her name right now. I've also met their general manager, who doesn't actually work at the school, but he's over their region. I have his contact information if we have to go to that level. So we'll probably reach out to the general manager here first, and then if something, extreme comes about, then we would go to their general manager for the region.
Any other questions? Can I entertain a motion to end discussion?
Motion and discussion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of ending discussion over the Sodexo survey, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, discussion is now closed. Treasurer Nabar.
I motion to vote and approve the Qualtrics survey Senator Rogers created.
Okay. All in favor of voting and approving the Sodexo survey, say aye. All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay. Sodexo survey has now been approved. Thank you. Can I entertain a motion for Stoles?
I'd like to make a motion to discuss Stoll.
Second. Okay, all in favor of opening discussion for Stoles, say aye. All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, discussion on Stoles has now been opened. Senator Rivera.
So last week I brought it up about commencement regalia. This is what that is. It's basically, sorry I'm a little sick, so if I sound weird, that's fine. What we're allowed to wear at graduation for your stoles, your boards, you are allowed to wear those for stole for national affiliated organizations on campus. Boards can be like for honors or for nationally affiliated organizations on campus. And so I went ahead and I did some research on our policies, and we're the only UT system branch school that actually regulates cords and stoles. So right now we only have the option of wearing one stole and as many cords as you want. So for example, if I'm an SGA, this is a stole we get. Some organizations only offer stoles. And so if I'm in two organizations, they only offer stoles, I have to pick one or the other. So I had spoken with the provost, I had spoken with both of our advisors, and I have spoken with Ms. Tona Oliver. I don't remember what the position is. Dean of Students, okay, yeah. And they are all in full support of this. And so I think it would be great if we're allowed to wear more than two stoles, especially if we're the only UT grant system that does not allow that. Plus it gives us an opportunity to represent yourself on stage of your students. It shows your commitment and your time to your organization on campus and how you spend your school. So that's what I have. I just wanted to update you guys on that. So we'll see how it goes for the next couple of days. But
Any questions? Senator Sterling?
Moving forward, what would we do to actually implement this? Or I know she said that Ms. Oliver and other members of faculty and administration were in favor of it, but as a student governing body, what are we going to do to actually push this bill?
Senator Rivera?
So like the answer that I received from that, I talked to Dr. Merriman, who is the provost, and so he said he's not in charge. I was referred to him, but he's actually not in charge of it. And so I had a meeting with him, and he said that he would speak with the people in charge of it, would be the registrar, I believe. And so he has yet to get back to me, but he said that we needed to find out, one, if it was something else put into place because we've had issues in the past with graduation, or two, just because it was something that President Mayberry didn't want. Because 4 years ago, and prior to that, we did not allow at the university did not allow stoles or cords. We only allowed cords that were for academic honors, Pilates, new Pilates, magna Pilates. And then 4 years ago, the students, I think, finally kind of took it to the presenting agreement, was like, kind of like skip times, so you finally approved them, but with regulations, which is a one stole, one cord type deal. But all that being said, Provost said that he would speak with Registrar, and that if you know what that is, then he would go from there. If it's something that is with the president, he said he would talk to me. If not, then,
Thank you. Any other questions, discussion?
Motion and discussion.
Second. Okay. All in favor of any discussion on the stole, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, any abstentions? Okay, discussion is now ended. Okay, can I entertain a motion to endorse a library proposal?
I'd like to make a motion to. I'd like to make a motion to discuss the Northern Library proposal.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of the opening discussion on endorsement of library proposal, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, any abstentions?
Aye.
Okay, discussion has now been open. No, okay, all right. So last week, we had the librarian come and speak about one of two things. Having the library extend to 2 a.m. and then having the library close on Saturday of Thanksgiving and open back on Sunday for students. Now, with this being said, last week we had a motion for voting as a proposal and not an endorsement. So what I would like to do is I'm seeking to have this as an endorsement, not a proposal. So with that being said, we will move this on to new business. So is there any old business available? Oh, I'm sorry. Can I entertain a motion to close discussion?
Motion and discussion.
Okay. All in favor of closing the discussion on the endorsement of library proposal, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, discussion has ended. Okay, so new business. Can I entertain a motion for discussion on endorsement of library proposal?
Motion on discussing the endorsement of library proposal.
Second. Okay, all in favor of opening discussion for endorsement of library proposal, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, discussion has now been open. So again, like I said, I am seeking for your approval on an endorsement for the library to close on that Saturday and then to open back up on a Sunday of a week of Thanksgiving. So are there any questions, concerns, comments that you guys would like to, Vice President Thompson?
The reason I think we're clear is that this is mostly just procedural because it came off like we were approving the 2 a.m. extension in our motion as well, and we named it as a proposal. The 2 a.m. Extension is going to happen no matter what. They're seeking our endorsement for just the closing on that Saturday. So we were going to make sure that we were specific and correct on the way that we worded that. So, I mean, those of you who are here have already heard their spill on the issue, and we were just making sure that it's done correctly.
Any other questions? Yes, Senator.
I just have a comment about like the hours for 2 a.m. I've heard a lot of really, really positive feedback about the library of that. So I just wanted to make that known. Everybody thinks it's been a great idea. So,
Thank you. Senator Zerlin?
Motion to vote on the endorsement.
We have to first end discussion.
Okay, motion and discussion. Second.
Okay, all those in favor of ending discussion on the endorsement of library proposal, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, discussion has now ended. So, Senator Zerlin.
Motion to vote on the endorsement
second.
for the library. No,
No.
for the closure on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Repeat it one more time.
Yeah, please repeat.
Motion to vote on the endorsement for the library closure on Thanksgiving. It's Saturday following.
we're more closing the discussion on not making a proposal but an endorsement.
Mm-hmm. We already closed.
So for voting, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to restate the motion? Okay, seconded. All right. All in favor of the endorsement of the library? No, I'm sorry. All in favor of approving having the library closed that Saturday? No. Okay. Okay. So then we have to vote.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. All in favor of voting for the endorsement of having the Saturday of Thanksgiving closed and the Sunday open, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, motion has passed. Okay. All in favor of approving the endorsement of the Saturday being closed on Thanksgiving and the Sunday being open, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, the endorsement has now been made. Okay. Senator swear-ins. So for the senator swear-ins, I guess we will just all come up. So all the incoming senators, if you just come up here and we can swear you guys all in at once. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I guess it is that way. Alrighty, if you guys could have your right hand up. All right, I, and insert your name. Do solemnly swear. That I shall faithfully represent the interests. Of the student body of the University of Texas at Tyler. I shall dutifully uphold and preserve. The Constitution and bylaws of the student body. While ardently executing the office of this position. Of the Student Government Association at the University of Texas at Tyler. Congratulations, guys. Okay, so at this time, you guys are now free to make comments, concerns, and vote. All right, so senator appointments. So as for the Constitution, the president has a right to appoint if there is a vacant seat. So after elections, what had happened was I made the phone calls, and for those who didn't pick up, I had sent an email. And I give them a 48-hour, time span to respond back. And if they didn't respond back, I would go to the next person, and I would call to make sure that, whether or not they wanted the position or not. So that's how this election process went through. So at this point, we have an appointee who, or I guess someone who would like to fill in a vacant spot. So Audit was a arts and sciences. So he was on the ballot for arts and sciences, but did not get elected. So now he's wanting to be a senator for student body at large. With this being said, we sat down and we just discussed, if he's really interested in being an SGA, what he wants to do with SGA. So with that being said, would you like to come up here and speak?
Hello, my name is Audit Balaji. I'm a senior here at UT Tyler. I'm a biology major, and depending on how this class goes, possibly a biochem minor as well. I have never really been, affiliated with any other groups on campus other than Greek life, and this year I had a lot more time to go out and involve myself with other organizations, and student government was one of the big things that I was interested in. I ran for College of Arts and Sciences, and I did not get elected. So after speaking with Divya, I found out that there was a possibility for me to still be part of the organization. I can't stand here and tell you what I will do, but what I want to do is to be able to adapt to this organization, learn what you guys do, and be able to be an asset in the future. And with that being said, I hope that you guys allow me to be part of this organization.
Thank you. 2 minutes, yeah. Treasurer Nabar?
I motion to open up discussion on the potential senator appointee.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of opening discussion on the potential appointee, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, discussion is now open. Senator Hart.
He's involved in other organizations, so I mean, I guess he's dedicated to being a part of something. So I mean, I don't see why he shouldn't be part of SGA.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Senator Rogers?
Motion to end discussion.
All in favor of ending discussion, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, discussion has ended. Senator Rogers.
Motion to vote. Native as student body at large.
Okay. All in favor of voting for audit for Senator student body at large, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay. All in favor of approving audit to be the senator for student body at large, say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose? Any abstentions? Okay, audit is now going to be our new senator student body at large. Alrighty, swearing. Alright, you could put your right hand up. Okay, I, insert your name,
I, Audible Logic,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I shall faithfully represent the interests
that I shall faithfully represent the interests
of the student body of the University of Texas at Tyler.
of the student body of the University of Texas at Tyler.
I shall dutifully uphold and preserve
I shall dutifully uphold and preserve
the Constitution and bylaws of the student body
the constitutional bylaws of the student body.
while ardently executing the office of while ardently executing the office of
While ardently executed the office of
the Student Government Association at the University of Texas at Tyler.
the Student Government Association at the University of Texas at Tyler.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, any other new business? Okay. No? Okay. Advisor comments?
Okay, bear with me. I got plugged in. For the student voice reports, really try to have some sort of update or report for student government. This has been a couple of weeks in a row now. A couple of the areas have had nothing to report on, and we really want to hear back for what's going on. So make sure you're going out and talking to your constituents and figuring out what they like, what they don't like. Get some sort of feedback because it's out there. The opinions are out there. Sometimes you just have to go and ask those questions. And so for your areas, please make sure that you're doing that because we want to have something to talk about. Otherwise, what's the point of coming if we're not going to have anything to report on? Old business. As far as the souls, Miles asked that question as far as what are the next step. I think student government can make an endorsement. I think this is something that can go up for an election on the vote. Other students wanted that, or we can survey the students. Those are some options that you can do to help get that kind of going. It's important to kind of stay on top of that, otherwise it could get lost. And so make sure you keep that in mind. This is Robert's Rules is a suggested practice on how to operate. It's to help keep order. Robert's Rules in order. When you close a discussion, you can also tag in there. I can make a motion to close discussion and vote on same thing. Otherwise, you're going to go through the same process I did, where you're voting to close discussion, you're voting to vote, and then you're voting. And so you can kill two birds with one stone by merging those two things together. And that way it cuts out the confusion. I think that's all I have. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I think I have the comment. I'm excited. This is awesome. This is the most senators I have seen since I've been here. Granted, I'm only been, this is my second year, but this is exciting time. I think some government is going in the right direction. That's really a good thing. I like the approach that Divya is using. She's going through the election results. Students who signed up to be a senator, if they're not a senator, if they didn't get elected, the seat becomes available, and she's trying to get them plugged in because they want to be here, they want to represent the students. However, there's going to be a point in time where she's not going to have enough senators based off that. And so if you know other students who want to be here, there's an open seat, tell them to contact her. And as long as they can be here, I'm sure she's going to get them in here and bring them up for appointment. It's their goal, and it's my expectation that we have a full Senate at all times because we need to be represented in the student body at all times. We want to make sure we have those seats filled. So I like how that's being handled. I think that's good. Other than that, that's all I have.
Thank you. Any announcements? Parliamentarian Seeley?
New senators, please do not forget to come up here and get with Preston about which committee you want to be on. And also don't forget next week all those forms that we need you to sign and bring back to me.
Vice President Templeman?
And your t-shirts.
Perfect.
Verification forms come to me because they have student ID numbers. They do not get turned into them. So when you're filling out the senator verification form, please bring that to me. Or if you want to review it and bring it to my office, you can bring it to my office and fill out my leadership and place it in my office.
Thank you, Senator Rogers.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. Secretary Martin, if you could dispense roll call for the second time, please.
President Srinivasan,
Here.
Vice President Templeman,
Here.
President Barr,
Present.
Parliamentary Seeley,
Here.
Senator Adebayo, Senator Adeshola,
Yeah.
Senator Allen,
Here.
Senator Baker,
Here.
Senator Cantu, Senator Castellanos, Senator Franklin, Senator Golden, Senator Guy, Senator Hart, here, Senator Huff, Senator Duwad, Senator M. Johnson, Senator Kosich,
Here.
Senator McDaniel, here, Senator Morris,
Here.
Senator Mosley,
Here.
Senator Brady,
Here.
Senator McGarrett, here, Senator Novak, Senator Fagundes,
Here.
Senator O'Kelly,
Here.
Senator Ponce, Senator Rivera, here, Senator Rogers,
Present.
Senator Ross, Senator Saad, here, Senator Severn,
Here.
Senator Shelton, Senator Khan, Senator Dorland.
Meeting adjourned. Hey, Devin, Hans is here. Hans is here. Huh?